What's up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, welcome to my channel, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button. I got new content coming every week. So here we go. Today on the bench, I have my LaTrax Teton up here. So this one was another build I built from the ground up. As you can see, I got a lot of aluminum going on under there, but we'll get to that. Start off with the body. I bought the body on eBay. It was just a regular body. It was already painted that color scheme, so I went with that color scheme to go with the red like I wanted. I added my own couple stickers like the one, and I added the hobby wing back there, and I also added me some body clip tethers, the retainer clips like I normally do. And I have me a roof rack, which that has a LED light inside of there. You see the wire right there. I put me a spare tire up there. I have all 4 of these tires. As you can see, the tread pattern is a little different. And I just put the off-road tires up there and put that one up there just as the spare. So I think it looked pretty good. I had lights in the bumper. I purchased some lights that I put in the bumper, so it was white lights. And that hole right there and the hole right there had red tail lights back here in those holes. In the description, when I purchased them, the guy was saying, or what the person was saying, to add a little glue on the lights if you bash it around so they stay inside the bumper, which I was like, yo, that's a good idea. So I did that. The bad thing was, because I glued them to the bumper and I used some good tire glue, when I broke my bumper, I had to take the bumper off, and because my lights was glued in, and I mean, I used some good glue, some good tire glue, and they was in there. I couldn't get them out for anything, so I actually had to cut my wires and get rid of the lights that was in the bumper. So I ordered me some more. I got those on the way. I'm gonna do the same thing, but I'm not gonna use that strong glue no more, and I'm probably just gonna use a little bit of dab. That way I could just wiggle it and break it loose. So that was that with the outside roof rack. This thing actually came all the way back, and it had 2 holes in it where it goes over your body clips, and then you could put the body clips in with it. So it was like two racks that went all the way back. But after me bashing around for a while and I tumbled over, it actually broke the 2 pieces back here and just left it like that. And that just gave me the idea to go ahead and slap a tire up there, because at first I was just going to take the whole thing off, or actually I was just going to cut it right there, and same thing on the other side, cut it right there, and just have it just the LED bar. But then I was like, you know what, there's a space up there. I could use that and put a tire up there and see how that looks. So you guys comment, let me know what you guys think about the tire on the top. You know, just let me know. I got mixed thoughts about it. So, you know, the only reason why I got mixed thoughts about it is because it's pulling that part up. I tried to figure out a way to get the tire on here without gluing it, because just in case I might need it. And I didn't want to have straps going all the way across the tire and looking all crazy. So I figured out a way to use a zip tie to go in the tire and around the roof rack like that. And you can see where it's connected right there. So it got a little space in between like that. But I mean, once it's on the ground and it's riding, that spare tire is there. You're not looking at the side of it like that. Oh, it's a gap in there. So that's how I did that. So let's get the body off. Same thing like I do with my lights on a lot of my bodies. I just drilled a little hole right there. Drilled a little hole, came through with my wires, it came out the other side. Wrapped it around, as you can see, it's wrapped up. Wrapped it around and then laid me some tape down. So that's the body, so I could hook the lights up whenever I want. But look at that. You know, I left some plastic up here because I wanted it to flex just a little bit, just where, you know, where I feel like it needs to flex. I didn't add the aluminum in the hubs up there in the front or in the rear, because I felt like I haven't even broke them to replace them. And I feel like up there a little bit of flex is pretty good sometimes. I'm not bashing this thing around like crazy. I only run it on 2S, so I'm not bashing around like crazy, so it can handle it. Another thing, I do have the Nitro Hobby metal drive shafts. I did break the plastic ones. That was one thing I did keep. I wanted to wait and see how long the plastic ones last until they break. And I did break them one day just going through the grass on full power. Out of nowhere, I just broke it. It just broke. So went ahead and got the metal drive shafts up there. Still have the plastic steering links and turnbuckles and stuff like that. I did have aluminum body mounts up here, but I crashed one day and it actually bent my front body mount way back. And when I bent it back forward, it just wasn't right after that. It had right where it bent at, you can see it wasn't right around the point where the screws is at, and it just bent right around there, and it just wasn't right after that. So I left it alone. I do have the Hobby Wing quicrun BL30 in here, 16 BL30. So I run it on 2S. It's 3S capable, but I run it on 2S. And I got the wire soldered up to LaTrax's plugs. I have a 2645 5900 KB. So that's what that is in there. I just got the red motor, the red and black motor to match with the color I got going on here. Man, the servo was tricky trying to get. That's not an original LaTrax servo, because these LaTrax cars is LaTrax. That's the brand LaTrax, but all the electronics in it when you buy it, brand new, is Traxxas. So it will be brushed when you get it, with a brushed motor and a brushed ESC, running on nickel metal, and that's Traxxas stuff. And then the servo would be Traxxas too. But I didn't manage this stuff, a micro metal gear servo in there, but it's kind of long, and if you can see that, it rubs on that center drive shaft, because this thing is four-wheel drive. This thing is four-wheel drive. So it's a center drive shaft. You see that right there? And the servo kind of hang back and is rubbing on it just a little bit, not a lot. You can see the marks on the drive shaft. So it rubs on it a little bit. I don't see it slowing it down any. I mean, this thing rolls. So I don't have any problems with it. Y'all see me running with it soon. I have the aluminum shocks. They do have the oil in them. Everything on this car is all Hobbypark. All the aluminum parts. Most of the aluminum parts. I'm not going to say all, but as you can see, the shocks are Hobbypark. The chassis is Hobbypark. Got a couple stickers down there. There it is. Arms is Hobbypark. The only thing, the top brace that goes all the way across is Hobbypark. That one is Hobbypark, because you know it's two of them. It's two different braces. Those little braces that holds on the body mount, the shock tower, Hobbypark. My differential cases is Hobbypark. The only things that's not Hobbypark that I couldn't find a battery hold down in Hobbypark, and I didn't see the gearbox. The actual gearbox is not Hobbypark. It's some other brand. It fit right, and I was just worried about the color not matching right with everything, but the color matched out pretty good. I have the all aluminum red Hobbypark bell crank in there too. See that? So man, yeah, this thing is decked out with all the aluminum. I have a Dumble RC receiver and transmitter in here that I use because, and that's why if you can see this thing is bulging up like that right around in here or in the middle. That's because when you're using the regular LaTrax stuff, electronics, the receiver and transmitter, it's actually the wires and stuff is on over here where it has space where everything can sit down. But once you switch to another receiver, your wires and stuff is over here where it sloops down at. So this thing has a little bulge to it. I mean, it don't bother me about the bulge. The body and everything fits just fine. I just wanted to have a little bit more protection against the dust and the dirt and stuff getting into the receiver. I double-sided taped my power switch to the receiver box right here. The antenna is coming out I put it. I got it coming out this little rubber plug, but the rubber plug is not down all the way, so it's not biting on the antenna. This switch right here is nice. When I purchased the first set of lights, it came with this little switch, and it has a power. It has a little, see the little switch? It has a little power button on there on the edge of it. And with this thing, so I give it power right here. So this thing is plugged into the receiver and gives it power. And now I have 4 auxiliary slots where it just adds power to. And I have a switch to turn them on and off. So now I can have whatever I need plugged up to these things, and I have the power to turn them on and off when I want. So I got rid of the old light system, but I kept that chip because I like that. And then I double-sided taped that to the power switch right here. So got access to all of that. That thing might not be waterproof, but I don't drive it in water, so I don't worry about that. It's just a little power switch for the, you know, for my lights and stuff. So I have nothing plugged up to it right now until I plug my lights up on the body. And then I'll plug those up right here. And then once I get my new lights that I'm gonna glue to my bumpers, I'm gonna run it like I did before, and I'm gonna run it to here. And then when I turn that switch, all my lights come on all at once. So yeah, man. Like I said, the servo was crazy. I ended up using a servo arm that I got from the pack of the servo that I purchased, and drilled a hole in it and cut it shorter and did all kinds of stuff to make that work. So that ended up working out. If you got any questions about that when you get into this build, just let me know. I'll help you out with that part. And it turns just fine. Everything is good. So yeah, man. Shocks is working good. The body mounts, I wish I could have kept the aluminum ones, but like I said, once they bent up, it was just a wrap with those. So I'm satisfied with what I got with the plastic ones. If anything ever happened with the plastic ones, they break or anything, I'll just replace them. I think I already got like 3 spares in there already. These things is pretty much brand new. That one I know is brand new because I just changed that. I had to drop it down low because when I had it so high, it had a lot of flex in it, and when I would crash, it would break. So I dropped the body post as low as it can so it don't have any flex in it, and it's real stiff. So now when if I crash up the front, I shouldn't have any problems with that. I left the bumpers plastic too on purpose just so they could have that flex up the front. If I had the aluminum, you already know it's just gonna bend, and then that's the end of that. So I left those on purpose. That in the rear, I left them plastic on purpose. I just wanted to just change the aluminum stuff that makes sense. That I feel that would last a while. Know what I mean? So yeah, this is what I came up with. I got, like I said, I got the wheels on Amazon. Hobby Wing ESC, 5900 kV motor, a metal gear servo, all metal servo, Dumbo RC transmitter and receiver with the gyro, and that's the setup. That's my LaTrax Teton. I'm sorry. I have the LaTrax Raleigh over there too. Once I got into these small cars, man, I love the small cars too. You can't put it past the small cars. And what I like about the small cars is I could put it in a little bag. Come on, body. There we go. I could put it in a little bag and just go. And just take it on the road. Got a little squat in the back. That's not the body. That's not, I mean, the actual ride height. The ride height is pretty even. That's just the body sitting like that. So if I just raise the rear body mounts a little bit, it'll sit it even. But I kind of like the way it got the little squat. I'm in North Carolina right now, so something they call the Carolina squat. They banned it, but you know, they just kind of mess with the rules a little bit. So some guys still ride with a little squat like that, and I guess that's still legal. But I like it, man. So yeah, that's my LaTrax Teton, guys. I can't wait to get my lights up there back in the front. But yeah, tell me what you guys think. Hit that like button if you like what you see. Give me some comments. If you got any questions, and subscribe. Those of you who new to this video, if you watched it this long, subscribe. I got some new ones coming out. Hit that like button. All right, guys, see you later. Thanks for watching.